Northern Ireland, Italy are playing Northern Ireland. We have found out who we're playing in the playoffs for the World Cup 2026 and also the bracket. So if we beat Northern Ireland, who we're playing in the final, and we're going to dive into that right now. I'm going to give you my reaction. Am I happy? Am I not happy? Let me know in the comments as always what you think. Are you happy with the results or the fixtures, let's say? Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. We're very close to 20k. We're going to hit that soon, hopefully. Like the video if you enjoyed. And I've bought this out today, guys. I bought this one out. Look at this. This is an OG Italy sort of crest. You know, at the start when the captains exchange. I don't even know what you would call this. A flag, I guess. But look, it's got the 3 stars. So even before we won the 2006 World Cup, this is the real Italia. This one right here. Not the Italia that we're seeing recently. Not the Mickey Mouse Italy. This is the real Italy. And we need to go back to those roots. And I believe that one day, all glory to God, we do. So here is the path. So we are path A, of course. Italy versus Northern Ireland, then Wales versus Bosnia. So if we beat Northern Ireland, of course, we're going to face the winner of one of these two. Path B, just for the sake of it, we'll go through it all. Ukraine, Sweden, Poland, Albania. This one here is interesting. That's almost like the path of death, I would say. Those 4 nations there. That would be quite interesting to see. Turkey, Romania. Of course, shout out to my brother, Kenan Yildiz. He's going to, hopefully, I hope Turkey go through. I hope Kenan can take them all the way to the World Cup. So I hope Turkey go through here. Slovakia, Kosovo. Also, shout out to Zagrova, though. That's the guy right there. Our player, of course. And path D, Denmark versus North Macedonia. Hopefully, Macedonia get knocked out after what they did to us. And Czech Republic versus Ireland. Ireland, the way they clutched on the last day, very, very interesting. They might cause a little upset, but Denmark, they're looking strong too. Anyway, these 3 here are irrelevant. We're looking at Italy versus Northern Ireland. Straight off the bat, let's have a look at some of Northern Ireland's recent fixtures. They beat Luxembourg 1-0, but Luxembourg are dead. They lost to Slovakia, lost to Germany. No shame in losing to Germany. Beat Slovakia, lost to Germany again, no shame there. Beat Luxembourg, beat Iceland. I mean, we're going back far here. And then they lost to Denmark, but these 2 were friendlies. I'm kind of only looking at the recent fixtures. There's no point really going up to March. Let's have a look at their squad. Because, I don't know, the only Northern Ireland player that I can really remember, obviously George Best, Will Grigg, Euros 2016, but I haven't watched them play a match in ages. So, guys, I don't recognise any of these guys. They got Hazard in goal. They got the fake... Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley. I didn't actually know he was Northern Irish, to be fair. I thought he was Republic of Ireland. My bad. Sorry, guys. But Conor Bradley, that's the only one I really... is this Paddy McNair? It is Paddy McNair, yeah. No, I do recognise him as well. But look, guys, if I'm being completely honest, if we don't beat Northern Ireland, let's just say it as it is. We don't deserve to go to the World Cup. All due respect to Northern Ireland, we should not risk getting knocked out to these guys. We really shouldn't. Are they missing anyone through injuries? Any big names? Nah. Come on, man. This team here is very beatable. Like, and we're at home as well. The first game is at home in the I don't know where we're playing. Maybe San Siro or the Olimpico, but it is in Italy. I don't know how it's going to work for the second game, the final almost, where that will be played, whether we'll be at home or away. I think it might be actually a pot draw. Or let me know in the comments if you know the logic behind it. But look, this Northern Irish team, respect, of course. We're not going to take that for granted because we've been there before against Macedonia. We've been there, okay? Despite the fact that I don't think those 2 teams were a little bit better at the time, Sweden and Macedonia. But this team here, we should be beaten. If the Italy squad is, on paper, far too strong to not beat any of these 3 teams. Let's just say it as it is. Checking out Bosnia again because they could potentially be an opponent. They drew to Austria. They beat Romania. Beat Malta. Drew to Cyprus. Lost to Austria. Beat San Marino, of course. Who doesn't? Lost to Slovakia, but we're pushing back here. Beat San Marino. Bosnia is one of those teams where they were good in the 2010s. They had a couple good players. Pjanic, Edin Dzeko, of course. Why is this gone? No. Sorry, guys. We have a bit of a technical difficulty. I'm trying to find... There we are. Hold on a minute. Line up, yep. Technical difficulty. This is the squad. It is stronger. It's definitely stronger than Northern Ireland. Lima, Danso, Sabitzer, Arnautovic, who's way past it. Posh. Why am I looking at Austria, though? I'm tripping. Why am I looking at the Austria squad? I meant to look at the Bosnia squad. Sorry, but I don't know what... I opened it straight away and I'm looking at the Austria squad. We don't have to play Austria. We have to play Bosnia. Muremovic, of course, the centre-back I want back at Juventus. That's a swallow cooking. Edin Dzeko, who's past his best, let's be real, at Fiorentina now. But their team has a couple respectable names. They do have some respectable names. I think probably they're a similar level. They're ranked 71st compared to Northern Ireland, who is, where are they, 69? 69th. So Bosnia are a similar sort of level. And the last one is Wales. They beat Macedonia 7-1. They beat Liechtenstein 1-0. Lost to Belgium 4-2. Lost to England 3-0. Lost to Canada. Beat Kazakhstan. Lost to Belgium 4-3. Close ones there. That was a very close game, 4-3. I don't remember that. Anyway, they're ranked 32nd. So they're the best on paper out of the three we potentially need to face. Let's have a look at their squad as well. Their recent lineup. Wilson, Brooks, Dan James, Cullen, Johnson, De Silva, Sheehan, Loyola, Rodon, Williams, Darlow. This is the trickiest one out of the three, in my opinion, Wales. But if I'm being completely honest, it's not the same Welsh team in the 2010s with the Ramseys, the Gareth Bales, of course. It's not that team. Let's just say it as it is. If we don't go to the World Cup, we're the problem. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. You can talk about, but this Italy team isn't the same one we grew up watching, idolising, rare tete, which I agree with. But this Italy team on paper is way better than any team here. On paper. Forget any team here. Just the path A, guys. Wales, Bosnia, Northern Ireland. If we were in path C and we had to face a Turkey, I'd be a little bit more stressed and worried. I would. Northern Ireland, I expect to beat. In the final, I reckon Wales will probably be there. But at the end of the day, I don't care who we face. We should go to the World Cup. Because all we have to do is look at the controllables. We have to just control the controllables. Gattuso is, as I said in the last video, is he up to standard of the Italian national team coach? Probably not. I don't think he's ever impressed me too much at club level. So he's not one of those where I can put all my faith in him. But my problem is more the players. It's the players' mentality. The likes of Federico Chiesa refusing to play for the national team. For me, that's bizarre. For me, it's disrespectful. I'm going to say it as it is. I don't really care. I don't really care if you guys disagree. For me, it's disrespectful. You say no to the national team. Who do you think you are? You don't even play for Liverpool. You're not playing. It's not like you're a starter consistently. You're like, I don't want to get injured because we're in a title race. I'm such an important piece of the puzzle. You're not. Slot doesn't even play you. If anything, you should play for the national team, perform well, and then convince Slot to actually have you in the starting 11. But you're, for some reason, not wanting to play when you're fit and healthy, which is disrespectful. We need you. Do you understand? We need you. The country needs you. And what are you doing? You're prioritising what? And people are going to say, yeah, but he's playing himself first. No, he's not. Because if he performs well for the national team, he'll get more minutes, or the likelihood of him getting more minutes is going to be higher at Liverpool. So players like Chiesa need to put their ego aside and put the nation before themselves and play and die on the pitch. For us, metaphorically, of course. Guys like Tonali, Barella, Locatelli, Bastoni, I don't know, Donnarumma, Retegui, Keane, Esposito. These guys, Di Marco, Cambiaso, these guys are good players on paper. This is a good squad we have. Is it? Now, I always say this to my friends. Is it a World Cup winning squad? Hell no. Can it compete with Germany? No. France, of course not. England, of course not. Argentina, of course not. Whoever you want to put forward, Spain, of course not. No. Not a chance in hell would we even compete for the World Cup next year. But is it a World Cup attaining squad? Is it a World Cup reaching squad? Is it a squad that can actually make the 46 teams? I believe, 46, 40 something teams that actually qualify and land on North American soil? Of course. Come on, man. If we don't even arrive in the continent of North America, then it's a complete failure. It's a disgrace. So that's the least I expect. That's the least. And facing Northern Ireland and then either Bosnia and Wales. For me, come on, guys. That's a nice run. That's very doable. And the fact that the thing that annoys me and confuses me is the fact that we're even questioning this. The fact that we're even contemplating, is it doable to make the World Cup when we have to face these nations, bro? This is a question that shouldn't even be uttered by us Italians. Even be questioned by us Italians. You see what I mean? And it's not going to be easy because those guys are going to fight to the death. We got the mental blockade as well. Our players need to stay very focused. They need to stay very disciplined. They need to understand what's at stake and leave everything on the pitch. Literally everything on the pitch. Gattuso needs to find a way to really pull the best out of this squad. And they need to realise it's all or nothing. If these guys don't make it to a third World Cup in a row, it's the biggest failure in football history. The biggest failure. Full stop. There's not even a close second. It's not. But for me personally, guys, I'm quite happy with the draw. If I'm being honest, like, with the teams we could have gotten, I think there was Romania in there. Well, to be honest, like, you know Slaven Bilic when he said, to be honest, I don't care. I didn't care. Maybe I just wanted to avoid Macedonia and Sweden because of their mental blockade, to be honest. Those are two nations where I was like, nah, just for the mental part of the game, let's say. But for me, it was just like, whoever we face, we should batter. We should beat. We should go to the World Cup. Dai ragazzi, let me know in the comments as always, what do you think? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video. But remember who we are. Italia. We are Italia. This World Cup, all glory to God. God willing, we'll make it. I'll see you in the next one.